All right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Wednesday, the 27th of May, and we're finishing up this month right. That's right, I know we left you stranded there in the middle with just a few events, but hey, I'm back, and 4 events this week. That's right. We've got our 1995 Vintage Bordeaux tasting tonight. Actually, 5 events, because we've got an event at Cafe Max tonight, a sold-out Tuscan tasting repeat performance at... They must like Luigi over there at Vinile Caprese, because we sold a bunch of those wines last week. We get another sold-out event there tonight. Of course, a sold-out crowd here at the store. 1995 Vintage Bordeaux. Hey, fresh back from France. I didn't get enough French wine, but you know the Vintage Piedmont is always on my mind with the Piedmont. And we got our Vintage Piedmont tasting coming up this Saturday, which just beguiles me that we haven't sold this out already, even though we didn't send an email out to promote it. We're serving some incredible vintage wines from the Piedmont, all 10 years or older, including, yes, that's right, the #1 name in the Piedmont, Gaia, both Barolo and Barbaresco, although these wines no longer carry the title of Barolo or Barbaresco after the 96 vintage. Angelo Gaia pretty much admitted he was putting a little bit of Barbera in the juice, so you can't call it Barolo unless it's 100% Nebbiolo. And Barbera, to me, it's not real heresy, because this is another great grape varietal. A lot of people don't realize these wines will age 10 plus years. The greatest examples of them will anyways, and we've got one of them, one of my favorite producers, Brida, the Isuma, which we're going to be showing, and we've got Altari's the Rigi, 2 incredible Barberos that definitely you could put in your cellar for 10, 15 years or more. And then what we call the Super Piemontese, a blend of Barbera and Nebbiolo from one of these incredibly rare Insieme wines. These were created by the Mark de Grazia gang, and they're just a few hundred case production of each, and the profits from these went to restore historical buildings in the Piedmont. So hey, you can come drink with us Saturday night and help restore historical buildings in the Piedmont. Well, and we've got Barbaresco versus Barolo showdown. We're going to be showcasing 2 of each. And we may just do it blind. Why not? Just for the fun of it. We'll see if you, our wine-drinking people, can tell who's the Barbaresco and who is the Barolo on the table. Well, Barolos have been credited with being larger, more age-worthy, bigger in size, that is, having more tannins to them. Barbaresco's being softer, while Barbaresco is closer to the Tanaro River, so it has that warming effect of the constant temperature you get when you're close to a body of water. They ripen earlier, so they pick the Barbaresco earlier. The Barolo sits on the vines a little bit longer, sometimes up to 3 weeks to a month. So you notice a little differences from the soil, little differences from the climate that's different, but it's still 100% Nebbiolo. We've got 3 of the greatest producers. Well, Gaia, we have 2 wines from Gaia, and then Chiara Boschi's one of my favorite producers, the Canubi Vineyard, one of the greatest vineyard sites in all of Barolo, and then our good friends at Pellicero Winery, their Barbaresco Veneto. So some incredible wines, and of course, Tony will be making incredible meal to go with this, so check it out. We still have a few seats left for $159. Wow, what an incredible lineup of vintage Piedmont. You know how much I love the Piedmont? We've included every wine that's 10 years or older in the store on this offering. 24 pages of vintage Piedmont to check out. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.